Okay, Virgo, this is part 2. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages at this time. We're going to switch decks here. Actually, we might use both decks if we can. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages for Virgo. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages for Virgo. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages for Virgo. January 2022 money. January 2022 money. Okay, again, you got the Four of Swords coming out here. The Four of Swords, no cap. It's talking about resting, relax, don't have to grind. The system is grind. But I'm feeling as though you have already kind of disciplined yourself that you could even kind of half-heartedly work the system. Again, that emphasis on the Chariot where you're being pulled. You're no longer spearheading. You could fall back a little bit. And ride the backbeat, so to speak, as opposed to getting ahead of the beat. And that will allow you to be pulled. I think also this is a reference to you're able to kind of take your time, okay? And you get there faster when you go slower, when you move slower, paradoxically enough, because you're not making errors, you're not making accidents, you're not having mistakes. Excuse me. Okay? Yeah, Ten of Wands in the upright. Putting down that which no longer serves you, types of work. Really reflecting how you can work smarter instead of harder. Death card. Ending of a cycle. Yeah, 2 endings here. Big ending here. Okay? Knock on wood that it's not literal death. But typically it's the great recycler, okay? It's the ending of one phase. It could be bridges to the past, okay? Five of Swords in the reverse, bridges to the past. Yeah, you're coming out of a decision in regards to some sort of victory here because you got the 4 in the upright offset by the 5 in the reverse, leaves the ace in the reverse, and then you got another ace in reverse here. So that's 2 in the reverse leads to the 1 in the upright. Coming out of a crossroads decision about something, clearance, victory. Okay, something's on clearance or something's available now, something that you could really value and utilize. Okay, something is on the market at a lower price, and you're going to be rushing to it with the Knight of Swords in the upright. Very enthusiastic. Wow, very cool. You're scooping up all the resources that you need because they're at a low price. And you're like, shit, no one else is going to utilize this? I'm going to utilize this, and guess what? I'm going to do just fine because I'm fucking grit. Grit McGrit. I come from the dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you gotta do it like your homeboy in like fucking dollar store sandwiches or like $1 chicken sandwiches. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you are manifesting, you are creating. Like, you're not stingy is what I'm getting. You're not hoity-toity. You could rough and rumble with the best of them. And this is greatly coming to your aid. This is greatly coming to your victory as you're manifesting this beautiful victory here. Utilizing your higher self, the highest of highs, the crown chakra. And someone is seeing that and they're like, how are you doing this? How are you able to do this? And you're like, I've been doing this. Calling it a soulmate, something like that. You're like, I'm not bougie. I may be living in LA, but I'm not bougie. Very cool, very cool. And you might even be able to make money off those bougie people. 10 of Pentacles in the upright as you're building brick by brick your empire. Brick by brick your kingdom. 10 of Pentacles is the best card here for finances, resources, money. I'm getting fame. I'm getting fortune. I'm getting a true kind of American dream story from the bottom to the top here. But having done it solidly so that nothing could pull a stone out from under you. That 10 of Pentacles. This is fucking solid dollar. Here, 6 of Cups in the upright, soulmate energy in the background there. 10 of Pentacles is legacy, foundation, generational wealth, money, inheritance here. you're really creating it, and you're creating a partner also that is worthy of being on this journey to this creation with the Ten of Pentacles and the upright. Someone who's worthy of this with you. Okay, you don't gotta chase them, you don't gotta force it, you don't gotta try to convince them that you're a good guy. Oh, Ten of Cups in the upright. Guys, it doesn't get any better than this. Happy home, happy family, love. I'm telling you, man, by next year, Christmas, I think you guys are going to be rocking and killing it. Okay, this is Virgo energy. This is Pisces energy. You could have this kind of radical change in windfall. I don't know if it's meeting a partner. I don't know if it's meeting a coworker or a business partner, business planner, but you're really kind of manifesting something. This victory. Someone is rushing to you because you did scrap everything that you came from. You scrapped all of the kind of facade, the veneer, all the conceit, and you chose yourself. And this is what's making someone run to you. This is what's making you run to an idea of victory, clarity. Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles in the upright is knowing how you want to do things, no matter how long it takes, because again, all you have is time, and you're no longer surrounding yourself with people that don't have time for you, don't have time for your emotional quota, don't have time for the time that it takes for you to build your empire. Okay, that's what I'm getting here, Virgo. I'm getting that fundamentally you're recognizing the assets that you do have, like I said. Time, being able to manifest that, switch that into money, being able to do something that you resonate with your time. While you're here on earth, you might as well create your kingdom. So this is what I'm getting here. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else for Virgo? Anything else for Virgo, Spirit? I mean, what else are you going to do with your time but be aligned with what it is that you really care for? Now, the Nine of Swords in the upright could be others that are worrying for you, worrying about you not being bothered with them. But that's because they essentially chose fear, chose lack, chose limitation, and you're on this frequency of the highest of highs here. Look at you. Look at this. The iconography with the Magician, with the Ace of Swords pointing up to the crown, pointing up to the heavens. You are creating it. And Jupiter and Pisces is the time to do it too, because that is this Pisces energy where you're bringing heaven on earth. And you are a good person, tried and true within. That's why all of this is being able to be made manifest. Okay? You're like the Three Little Bears, where the middle bear is like just right, like the porridge is just right. And if you don't feel like you resonate with that, well, then you could work in the way in which you want to kind of be seen or resonate. Okay, you are the hero in your action adventure story. Meaning, okay. Yeah, it could be that others are off balance, others aren't able to harmonize with you carving your own path. But you keep on working the system where, okay, if feelings are starting to creep in, if thoughts and worries are starting to creep in, if anger is starting to creep in, well, then I'll go into my meditation space. I'll go into my presence. I'll go into my, what I know is real and right and how this life should be lived and led. This life shouldn't be led and lived by squabbling and having to communicate things that you don't feel the need that you should have to communicate. What's this Tower moment? It could be that people in turn, because they aren't choosing themselves, because they are choosing to be people pleasers, because they aren't seeing certain values and going their own way, because they subscribe to fear or some sort of old methodology, they're going to have that kind of tower, that ego, the crown of the ego knocked off their head. And you're going to be there too. Like I said, buy all that stuff on discount. Remember we talked about things being on clearance? You're going to rush to it because, again, this is the minor arcana tower moment here. So this is epiphany, this is realization. You're like, oh, these people are tripping. But that's the history, that's the cycle of wealth and fame and fortune, is that, you know, you're at the top and then you fall off because you don't know what you really have when you have it. But that's a part of life, and you're learning lessons about wealth and value. So you're at a point where you're able to actually take advantage of that from other people's losses or fallout. And you're able to scoop that up and be like, okay, this is how I make my wealth now, and then this is how I am able to not just survive but thrive, because now I'm going to build and have momentum, and now I'm going to be able to make it. Now, that's not all just you on your own. That's obviously grace that you've inherited. That's blessings and luck that you've, inherited. So I always encourage and promote being grateful and gracious, but at the same time, you're not suffering any fools anymore. You're not suffering emotionally damaged people that don't understand. Okay, you've tried to teach them and be patient with them time and time again, and you're no longer going to rely on them. You're not going to expect anything from anyone, and you're just done with relationships for now. Friends, family, platonic. I mean, whatever's working is working, and it's going to reveal itself. But right now, you are on just being present. What could I do? How do I add value? How do I understand value? And I'm just going to kind of keep going. I'm also going to kick back and relax and enjoy with that Four of Swords energy in the upright, because I deserve that as well. And I'm going to, recreate and relax and chill and all that stuff as well. And that's life. And in that, you fill the gaps in with gratitude and happiness and trusting and understanding that there will be opportunity to make amends if it's really, truly heartfelt and genuine with those that you care for and that care about you. But again, you're on no one's clock and no one's on your clock, and not checking the clock. You're just existing at the highest kind of capacity and frequency that you can. And that's your day in and day out. So I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. Thank you so much for spending time with me. On to Libra for money. Feel free to like, share, follow, holla for a one-on-one reading. Love you guys. Peace.